Good morning, YouTube. Uh, for you, I realize that most of you people that shoot these videos already know this, but there may be some new uh, creators out there that aren't aware of all the finer points of this video photography or whatever we want to call it. But even though I made a couple videos last night out here, I got up this morning and set up and decided to make a quick coffee. And I thought I'd just tell you guys, in case you don't know, every time you go to shoot a video, you have to push that record button. Even though you recorded the night before, when you're setting up and talking to the camera, it's best if you push the record button first. You'll get a lot better footage that way. Just my little hint for today. Now we'll get back to our coffee. As you can see, we're already up to a perk, and I've cut her back. Got a little more control over this little stove. We'll let her perk for a little bit. I promise this afternoon, if I shoot another video, I'll remember to hit the record button. Although it's only going to probably be a couple hours, so I may not have to, but just in case I will. So we're going to perk us up a coffee and start a fire in a fire pit and warm up. Didn't have such a great night. Got pretty cold out here last night. I did make it most of the night in the tent, but not all night. I don't see the reward in suffering. I'm going to do a video later when I get home explaining the science of sleeping in a tent and sleeping on the ground, which I used to do all the time, but just not good at it anymore. So we'll fill you in later on that. But for right now, I just want to get this morning coffee in and get a fire built and get warmed up. So we'll talk to you all later. That little pot's just about perfect. Makes one full cup. It says 2 cups, but you can't believe everything them pots have to say. Very good. That's what I need. You know, they always say if you want to run a race car, you have to put fuel in it. So this is my fuel for the morning. I'm not really a breakfast person, but I do like a coffee in the morning. Kind of like to send this this cup out. I'm not even sure if he drinks a lot of coffee or not, but hello, I feel I have to interrupt this video for a second for a public service announcement. I'm pretty good at those, you know. Not only did I mess up this gentleman's last name that I'm about to talk about, but I messed up his first name too. Now, it may sound like he's the first time I ever seen the gentleman or watched any of his videos, but in all honesty, I've been following him forever. And if you go over there and tell him I sent you over there, I'm sure he'll tell you that I've been there for a good while. Even back, I really enjoyed back when it was doing the Gray Men projects and stuff, and even now, I just like the basic stuff. So I said his name was Eddie. It's not. It's Edwin, and Claver is his last name. Edwin Claver. You know, sometimes we get on these YouTube channels and we don't pay a whole lot of attention to people's names and stuff. We just see the video and say, hey, I know that guy. Well, obviously I didn't. I didn't know his name anyway. Well, I did, but I didn't. So anyhow, I'll leave a link to his channel under his correct name and stuff this time, and I hope you all go over and check him out. So talk to you all later. Back to the video. Coffee or not, but there's a channel that I used to watch all the time. It used to be called Gray Man, I believe. Guy's name is, I'm sorry if I butcher your last name. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look it up. But Eddie's his name. Eddie, I believe it's Clavin, but I'm not sure. I'll put a link to his channel. He used to do a lot of videos, and he kind of got out of it for a while. And he's just getting back into it again. And got a real small channel, but I really enjoy his videos. He does a lot of how would I say, basic bushcraft stuff, basic knot tying, and he's big into tarp shelters, all different sorts of setups for tarps and stuff. And I've explained to him that I'm not a tarp person. I'm very much not a tent person if I can help it, but I can do it in a luxury tent. But anyhow, I still really enjoy his channel. He'll show different tarp setups with sometimes with budget gear, sometimes with ponchos, sometimes you never know what he's going to. He does other stuff too, but what I like about it is the way he is able to improvise. You know, he'll go out and he'll set up a tarp shelter, and maybe it don't come out exactly the way he wants it, or you know, suitable, and he'll adjust. I mean, he's always got ways. He always finds a way to adjust, and I think that's important in this hobby. I mean, things aren't always going to go. You always aren't going to have a level lot. You're always not going to have just the right trees for a hammock. You're not going to have exact right good, perfectly sized trees for a ridge line and stuff. But Eddie, he'll figure it out one way or another, and I think that's important to know in this, like I say, in this hobby. He always includes a couple basic knots, you know, even though we all think we know them all. We don't. I mean, we do, but if we don't use them, we kind of forget. I had a little bit of a struggle last night, and I ended up using the oh, I forget what they're called, like a 9, some kind of a little metal clips I bought that Gary and Dave showed me down at when we was down at the meetup, and I went ahead and ordered some, and I tell you what, they're the slickest little things. Just looks like a little figure 9, and you run your rope through there, pull it through, and zip it up in there, little thing, and latch it. No knots, no nothing. And they bailed me out last night, but that still don't mean I don't need to go home and practice a couple knots that I could have used last night, because like I say, you're not always going to have that gear with you at the time. You know, I just bring a little bit of stuff when I come out here, because I'm only half hour from home, and I don't really need a whole lot out here. If I do, we got a fully equipped clubhouse down there. I could go down, but like I say, I'd appreciate if y'all go over and give Eddie a look. Maybe give him watch a couple of his videos or something. They're, like I say, to some people they'll seem pretty basic. To me, they seem pretty necessary, because you never know when you're going to be out, and maybe the only thing you're going to have is going to be a tarp and stuff, and be nice to have no different ways of setting them up. And I know we all know, you know, like the plow points and this and that, but he does variations on all of them. And like I said, the good thing is, if he runs into trouble, he knows how to get out of it, and that's important. So Eddie, this cup's for you. I'll put a link to your channel in here. Maybe we can get some guys come over and check you out. So that's it. That's it for it. This coffee's for you, Eddie. And in case you're wondering, it's a great cup of coffee. So, talk to you all later.